Hello, everybody. JC Link here from teachersfortomorrow.net. Thank you for joining us on our remote learning series. This one we are going to highlight of different ways to use videos in our classroom. And today I'm going to talk to you about the great tool of FlipGrid. FlipGrid is becoming very popular in the past 3 years. Basically what it is a video response platform. I utilize this in my class as often as I can. One thing that I do find, I know that writing is very important in education, but you actually see what the students know. Some are very reluctant to write, but then again, some are reluctant to be on video as well and actually talk to you and give their answers that way. So to get started, just going to go to flipgrid.com, and I'm pretty much starting from scratch. I created a new account for you, so you will see what it's like. But whenever we go into FlipGrid, we got a couple options. I did go through and do the educator sign up. You do need either a Google account or a Microsoft account to access this. It will ask you what country you're from, what grade level you teach, and your birthday. Okay, so I'm just going to log in real quick here, and on the welcome screen you will see kind of the steps to get started. FlipGrid is awesome at providing information, tutorials. If you follow them on Twitter, there's so much information there, so helpful. The crew that they have working there is really great. So if you don't want to start with your grid, we could just close this out. We're going to do the same thing, okay? But basically, to start a grid, you select here, add a new grid, and then you have a couple things to fill out. Okay, so we can name this. We can, if you want to name one or have one for each period that you do, each class, each subject, totally up to you. You'll kind of get the hang of it as we're going through this, but I'll just call mine first period. Okay, the grid type, now the school email is probably preferred. It's just through the safety of the school domains that you have. You can go through student IDs or make it public. This one I do use frequently for presentations or different things when I'm teaching people how to use this. Okay, so I'm just going to select school email, and then you can create your own flip code. This you can have fun with. So you can make these, if we call it first period spring break, okay? So you can customize them. That grid is ready to go, okay? So whenever I click next, this is where you have to add the domain of your student's email. Only people with the domain, and the domain is everything after the @ sign in your email address. Okay, so you can see here where it starts at Teachers for Tomorrow. So if my students had a different login, just call it at students, whatever it may be. Some teachers have different domains than students, okay? So we'll do at students.com, whatever it may be, okay? So anybody with the email ending in this domain will have access to your FlipGrid, okay? So, and they do have to have a Microsoft or Google account. So when we click on next here, it's ready to go. We can copy this link, we could email it to students, we could share it through Google Classroom, we can use Remind, Microsoft Teams, we got embed codes, okay? So whenever we are into our grid now, there's a couple things. Now we have topics, okay? So we could break down, maybe if you wanted to do a unit, maybe the way to do it. So if I'm talking about geography, and then I could have in my topics, first period, second period, third period, just a little bit easier way to keep them organized. I mean, I guess I have 140 students this year. I could possibly have 140, but that might be a nightmare trying to review them and keep track of who is submitted or not, okay? So just a couple quick things to get started, Okay, make sure that this is active. You can freeze it, you can hide it so nobody can find it. You could do all of these, recording a response. Whenever I send a link to students, what you will see is a green plus sign. You click on it, enter your email, or you log in and you start talking. Pretty simple. Okay, you can sort of customize these if you want to edit. You can give directions here. Okay, you can change the picture that's up at the top. Give them a topic tick. Just say, make sure you answer all 3 questions. Okay, you can put in different links. We can end up adding videos, different resources to help our students out. Moderation, if we toggle this, you get an email notification. You can then like preview the video before the students post it. Some of them try to get funny and do inappropriate things. But if you turn that on, you get an email, then you approve it, then it goes to the grid. Okay. You can also set this to be frozen. Like if you give them a date to complete it on. With the remote learning, you may say you assign this on Monday, you have until Sunday, you can turn it off after that. Okay. Another one, some may allow students to reply to other students because through this video, once you make a video, people can reply to it through video. Okay, and then always keep it active for as long as you need it, and you can set that there. So different videos, kids really like the selfies, so I always turn that on, but I'm going to go ahead and end this video now that we have it set up. The next video, I'm going to show you how to actually record one, different things you can do there, and what like the student's view is. Okay, so thanks a lot. If you have any questions, let us know. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.